Now, here are examples of entities that are not able to file a consolidated return. So if it's not on here, odds are it's going to be able to. But generally, it's going to be just corporations. So these are types of entities that could be corporations. I mean, an S corp is a type of corporation, so that's why we see this here. So filing a consolidated return is a privilege afforded to affiliated groups of corporations. Again, think about it, a privilege, not that you have to memorize that word, but what is the IRS's rationale here? Just like we ask ourselves in literally any sort of subject we see throughout the exam, is the IRS trying to kind of help you, or are they trying to throw you a bone, or what are they trying to do? Are they trying to facilitate business? Are they trying to protect a certain group? In this case, it's to facilitate business. It's to help out businesses in order to be able to do this. If the IRS could get rid of this, would they? Sure. The tax law and why certain laws are passed have a lot of reasons behind them. Now, all members of the group must consent to file in this manner. However, not all corporations are going to be eligible for a consolidated return. Here are examples that are denied. So first off, we've got S corps. Now, S corps have a unique tax structure, and we obviously see that all throughout the business structures lesson, and then when we get into our S corp lessons, where income deductions and credits flow through to shareholders, who then report this information on their individual returns. So as a result, I mean, not that we're going to get into it too much as to why, but that should make sense, right? Since a lot of items from S corps flow through to the individual taxpayer, we're not going to really be able to do all this tax magic at the corporate level to offset gains and losses from affiliated entities. And then S corps, they've just got a lot of weird, finicky rules, right? So it doesn't make sense why we'd be able to do that. Now, foreign corporations, in general, foreign corporations are not allowed to be part of a consolidated return because they're subject to different tax rules and reporting requirements. Now, I did give that McDonald's example with all of the different countries and their branches. Again, that was more for visualization purposes. That was not meant to be, oh, yeah, we can totally have foreign corporations in on this. Now, is there in reality ways you can do that? Yes. I mean, this isn't. If I tried to even give a synopsis of how complex this topic was in the real world and what I remember seeing in my public accounting days, we would be here for hours, probably days. So I'm not going to get into that too much. Real estate investment trusts, these are types of entities that exist solely for the benefit of investing in real estate and returning capital to and gains to shareholders. There's different tax rules for them. They're actually a special type of entity, just like S corps are a special type of entity that the IRS allows to exist. We don't really need to know much about them for the purpose of the exam. I think they're interesting. I'm a little bit of a nerd, I guess, thinking types of entities are interesting, but hey. So these real estate investment trusts are not permitted to be a part of a consolidated return, as they're subject to specific rules and distribute a large portion of their income to shareholders to maintain their tax advantaged status. If anyone was familiar, I mean, unless it's changed, but it hasn't really changed, real estate investment trusts need to distribute about 90% of their net income to the shareholders. So you'll see fat dividends on those if you invest in a real estate investment trust. Not to get into that too much. I just find them interesting. Next, some insurance companies, and then most tax-exempt orgs. So yeah, I mean, just another point to see here is that most or some insurance companies cannot be included here, and then most tax-exempt organizations, they generally don't pay federal income taxes, so as such, we're not going to really let them in on the consolidated return process. Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.